Happy Monday, everyone. So, I am Kiki. I rarely introduce myself. I am a yoga teacher. I do Reiki sessions. I'm a spiritual coach. Mainly, what I do is help people become comfortable with spirituality, occultism, claiming their own path for themselves. Because what most people have is a lot of fear when it comes to this stuff. So much fear that it becomes paralyzing, and I help people through that and give them confidence. So that's my main thing that I do. And then, of course, I make these videos. I make these videos mostly for myself. And then I share with everyone else. And I say that because the topic is be selfish. And it's so important. I have done work as a teacher, a caregiver, a yoga teacher, of course, a Reiki practitioner, and the spiritual coach, and so many things. I mean, there's more actually, and always a volunteer. I think I've been a volunteer from the moment I started working and having any kind of job. I've always had a volunteer position as well. And what I've learned in this process is that one, it can be very draining. It can you give and give and give, and the reality is that you're often giving to people who will never be able to repay you, and the only reparation, if you will be a ego stroking and you feeling saintly or close to, or you can call yourself Mother Teresa or something like that to make yourself feel good about the great service that you've done. But one thing that I've learned in doing all this over the years is that we are in a material realm. And we have to start getting real about that. And selfishness is important. And it's so funny because oftentimes in my family, I'm often called selfish. And I never mind. I never mind because I understand how much I do give. But much more than that, when they tell me that, I tell them now, I'm like, well, you're reminding me that I need to be even more selfish because I don't think I'm selfish enough because there's still more that you want from me. And it means that you're not taking the message that maybe you need to be selfish as well and start building yourself up and build yourself up some more, and that when you start giving, you should be giving from overflow. The reason why I understand this is because it's something that's happened recently, and I'm seeing this pattern over and over. There are two things that I saw that inspired me to make this video. One, there's someone that I know who is very, very sick, possibly terminally ill, and in their giving over the years, meaning a long term of just always giving and giving and giving, being a caregiver to many, they ended up, giving their beds. They had, two beds, and they gave them both away to family members. Well, now they're in a worse state than those family members, but now they have no place to sleep. And they're in so much pain that in order to get any rest, they have to go to a hotel. And that's often, to me, it's almost like it's a microcosm to the macrocosm, that you're giving and giving and giving and giving to people who will never be able to repay you. And then when you need it, there's no one to give to you because this is your world and you've been so depleted. And now your energy and your level is essentially right there with them, and they can't give to you. They can't do anything for you. And so it's important for you to understand the reason why you build yourself up and build and build and build yourself up and work towards that is because when you start to give from overflow, if there is a time that you do need help, like will attract like. Meaning you're up there, you're now mingling with people who have also given to themselves enough that they can actually be a real service to you in a time of need, versus being amongst those who will never be able to. Because the thing is that sick people who are often sick are usually addicted to being sick. Mentally ill people are often addicted to being mentally ill, meaning they're addicted to being in that position of always needing someone to take care of them. And the reality is that all the people that I've given to probably will never be able to repay me because they are addicted to being in that position. You know, we talk about poverty consciousness. That is an addiction. That is something that people get looped into. So this is one of the other reasons to be selfish, because you need to break free of those ideas if you are in those ideas. And also understanding that when you're constantly giving to people who can't repay you, you are depleting yourself so much if you're not taking care of yourself. So it should be given to overflow. It should be given from overflow. So now what I've learned is that when I give to people, you are getting my drip drops. It's a wonderful gift. It's a beautiful gift. But it's my drip drops because I'm making sure my cup is totally full. And I'm so committed to building and building up. The other example that I saw was through Akon, and seeing what he's doing in Africa and bringing electricity and power there, and being able to put at least $1 billion, and that's just like 1 billion of many, as he described. And he did that. He built himself up so that he could get from overflow. I may not like his music, I may not like most of the lyrics or some of the things that I've seen him do, but I'm looking at the example, because this isn't about morality, right, or my personal likes or likes. I'm just talking about what it means to build yourself up and then give from your overflow. And that's what he's done. So I want that message to be powerful and clear to you all. And think about, if you are depleting yourself, whatever you do for someone else, I need you to do it 10 times more for yourself. Honestly, if you help someone cross the street, then you need to walk across the street in the most glamorous fashion that you've ever imagined walking across the street. Whatever you do for someone else, do it 10 times more for yourself. All right, have a happy Monday. I'll see you next week.